Hey guys, Mario doing a quick little video. As you can see, I'm laying down and I'm glasses free. At this angle, the mirror doesn't cast a glare. Yay! Now, as you can tell from this title, it's my 2 cents on Summerslam 2011. Now, I thought it was okay. The only matches that I really was paying attention to were the 2 world title matches because I was recording something else during the first couple. And I listened off and on to some of the matches, but the finishes, the Diva title match, was not surprised that Kelly retained. Pissed off a little bit because the story leading up to it was interesting with Natalya and Beth complaining about the other divas, which kind of justified because WWE has really had a bad habit of not using the divas that can actually wrestle, which I think is probably the reason why Gail Kim wants to leave. And of course, Daniel Bryan lost to Wade Barrett, which I wasn't really paying attention to that one. The tag team match opener, wasn't paying attention there either. Only 2 matches I really paid attention to were the world title matches, which I have to say I enjoyed them. Christian and Orton, it was pretty good. There was some good weapon use. The Singapore Cane, Christian was beating Orton like a government mule at first, and then tables turned, literally. And of course, Christian put through the Spanish announce table. And why is it always the Spanish announce table that gets destroyed? The Spanish announcers can never catch a break. And at least this time, when Orton actually put him through it, it actually broke. You didn't have to keep doing the RKO to the table for 5 times before it finally breaks. But near the end, Orton got too much of an upper hand, which it was at that point I knew Orton was going to win. I'm like, oh, there it comes, and I wasn't surprised. Orton wins. WWE is making Christian's second title win pointless as well. And also, if you think about it, also makes Edge's speech before the match kind of pointless, where he's saying, you've just been like a bitch. And it also makes the speech that Triple H gave to Christian on SmackDown useless. It's like, where he's saying, if you want to regain the respect, do the match and actually win. I mean, to me, that seemed like that would be a speech that fired Christian up enough to actually go out there, do his best, and actually finally beat Orton fair and square. But, I don't know. To me, it's just Orton just seems to be like a dick backstage, because we all know the whole thing with Kofi Kingston, and of course, this whole thing with Mr. Anderson that got Anderson fired. That's the reason why I respect Orton as an in-ring worker, but as a person, just seems mostly in recent years to be kind of a dick. I think it might be because he's a third-generation superstar. But then again, so was The Rock, and The Rock put people over him. So, probably a personality thing. The Cena Punk match, it basically went how I expected it would be. Now, I was listening to it more than watching it because the thing I was watching it via was lagging during the beginning of it. So, just basing on what I heard, it kind of sounded like the match was going back and forth. And then, of course, at one point I was told that Cena jumped out of a submission move, and they say white men can't jump. But near the end of the match, it went how I expected, Punk winning. But I did not expect him to win and there be controversy with Cena being under the bottom rope, but that was interesting. And then, of course, Triple H going to congratulate him. I expected that. Now, the part that I did not expect was Kevin Nash coming out and powerbombing Punk. Now, that I was surprised at. What happened afterwards, not surprised. Del Rio comes out, cashes in Money in the Bank, and continues the streak of Money in the Bank winners, cashing in on weak champions to win. The ironic thing here is it's a former person that won via that method being cashed on. Kind of ironic that he's been cheered when he's done it, he's been booed when he's done it, and he's had it done on him. The 3 different methods. Now, my thoughts on Del Rio now being champion. I knew they were going to do it, but personally, I don't think Del Rio was ready. I mean, he's kind of good as a heel that he draws heat, but his character is now starting to get kind of boring, and I feel that his character needs to flaunt his wealth a little bit more. Because the only way he seems to be flaunting his wealth is with the cars. That's not flaunting his wealth. I mean, the $1 Million Man flaunted his wealth better than Del Rio did. And also, Del Rio needs to do a little bit more in his matches. Granted, I like his in-ring work better than The Miz, but The Miz, I think, had better mic skills. And Del Rio, not saying that Del Rio has bad mic skills, it's just he's kind of boring at times. His announcers has a little bit more personality, but I think they should have let him develop a little bit more over the next year and then put the title on him. But we'll just see how it goes. I really hope tomorrow that Mysterio wins the title, but then that's me because I'm a Ray fan. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm out.